I'm hosting the silliest game jam, and it starts right now. It is time to reveal the theme. But before that, you have until Sunday, March 29th at 6 p.m. to submit your game. Just a reminder, this game jam is meant to be fun and silly. Especially if this is your first time making a game, I would highly recommend trying to make as small a game as possible. A short polished game almost always turns out better than an overscoped, unfinished game. But at the end of the day, who am I to tell you what to do? This is Jerbob's Silly Jam. And with that, it's time to reveal the theme. The theme is go to town. You can interpret that however you want. Go absolutely crazy in a hot dog eating contest? Sure. Literally go to a town and do something in the town? Okay. The idea is to think outside the box as much as possible, but the theme is open to your interpretation. As a reminder, here are the voting categories. 1. Silliness. How absurd is your game? 2. Fun. Did you
Hello. Okay. Now you guys are able to hear me. Okay. So what I was saying that we are joining this game jam today instead of doing a lead code live. Okay. So we have 1 hour 18 1 day 18 hours to complete this jam. It started yesterday. So from yesterday I try to come up with an idea for this game jam. So okay, let's continue with this video.
actually enjoy it? 3. Creativity. Did it do something? Reminder, here are the voting categories. 1. Silliness. How absurd is your game? 2. Fun. Did you actually enjoy it? 3. Creativity. Did it do something unexpected? 4. Intrigue. Does it leave you wanting more? And finally, the theme. How well did the game interpret the theme? At the end of the jam, you'll be able to play everybody's games and vote on your favorites. I'll be live streaming some of the games as well, so make sure to stay tuned for that. With that, good luck, Jerbobbers. What should I say to end the video? Get creating.
Okay, so so this is the game jam. Okay, let's try to create game for this. So what I have come up with is basically, so it's a cooking game. Okay, so where we can add as many ingredients as we want. Okay, and add any item to any to create a new recipe and go crazy with it. Okay, so what we are going to do is create a cooking game in which we will have a lots of ingredient. Okay, so you can add any ingredient, okay, as much as you want to create a new recipe. Okay, and okay, so right now we have just basically this much of an idea. So what will be the gameplay? I will try to figure it out while building this project. Okay, because I'm not able to right now I think any other idea that interprets go to town as well, because I can create any cozy game that can be go to town or do this, do that, that I don't want to do. Okay, so I asked ChatGPT to give me some of the ideas. So it basically last lived in town. Okay, town that remembers. Welcome to the town. It's just giving basically whatever the theme generally means, instead of giving it the nuance instead of go to town, go crazy, instead of thinking it like that, it's giving us this basically just go to town type games. Okay, ideas. So let's say copy this also. Let's explain. Okay, so go to town. Means crazy. files. Yeah. Mm, make- so, how- so, okay. So go to if you go to town, will go absolutely unhinged. The town.exe has stopped working. You enter on normal town, but the game itself start breaking. The town longer you stay. Okay. What's the another idea? Everything in the town is alive. Okay. Town. So basically, it's just giving this kind of ideas. I asked this Gemini also for some ideas. So it's urban jungle. Okay. So there is not much to research because I was yesterday I was busy doing nothing, so I was not able to get a lot of time to think of more ideas. So I just came up with one idea. I was cooking yesterday when the game jam theme was announced. So I was like, what if I am able to add as many ingredients as I can for the game, okay, and make a new recipe or make a new episode of food items, okay. But for this, I think I need more artist approach. But I'm not an artist, so what I'm going to do is use ChatGPT or any other AI to generate basically most of the art, okay, for the game jam because there is no restriction of that you cannot use an AI, okay, AI to create an art, okay. So let's start, okay. So where should we start? Where should we start? Look, I already have an account. Okay. Let's go back. Let's create a new board. Blank board, okay. So just okay, I have no idea. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with where should we start? Let's start. So this simply okay. So what do we need? We need recipes, few recipes that we will add and players can create. Okay, recipes, some recipe will add, and some player can create, and the player can modify. Okay. Second. Player can modify. Okay, player can modify the recipes. Okay, and player can create recipes. Ingredient. Okay, see ingredients, recipe. What do we need more? We need utensils. Utincils. Utensils. Okay. To cook. To cook in. Okay. Okay, so we simply need the recipes, ingredients, and this for game. Now for mechanism. So think for mechanism. Mechanism for we need list of recipes showing also a list of recipes showing mechanism. Okay, so we need list of ingredients. Okay, showing mechanism. Then we need add items to recipe. Okay. Fourth, what else do you need? Okay. So simply what this is the thing. For now, this is the mechanism. Okay. So now let's move on to UI. Okay. So how the UI will be for the game? Basically, how the layout will be. Okay. So if we do this one. So this is our frame. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, as we are going to make it 2D, we need pot with we need a big pot. Okay, on the fire. We need the pot on the fire to add recipe in. Okay, fire pot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll have an recipe. See, recipe button. Okay, Then what we're going to do is we are going to add ingredients like this. All of these are ingredients. Mm. So these are going to be like this ingredients throughout the year. So you can drag and drop ingredients. Okay. What we need something to stir the animation, stirring animation. What else do we need? What else do we need? We need cooking animation. Animation. Okay. Fire animation. So what else do we need? What else do we need? Right. Okay. What else? And what will be the gameplay like? What will be the game? What will be the gameplay like? We'll start with nothing. We'll add ingredients. We'll keep on adding ingredients. We'll keep on adding ingredients, and it will okay. But at the end, so what can we do for the gameplay? We can add ingredients. We can create new recipes. We can we can do done cooking button. Okay, done cooking button here. What else can we do? But okay, so what will be the basically gameplay? I'm thinking that like what we can do is for every ingredients. What we can do is for every ingredient, we will have time it takes to cook and time it takes to cook and for every ingredient, you can do time it takes to cook and what flavor. Okay, the flavor it brings to RECIP recipe. Okay, so we'll have 10 minutes to cook and what flavor it brings to the recipe. Simple. And one more, if ingredients are mashallah, MASHAL is masalas. So what we can do is again trying to cook and what amount to add. If more than required, bad recipes. Okay, for every ingredients. We can even do, if we got time, we can do ingredient versus ingredient likeness. Okay, likeness, like if you add this ingredient now, if you add this ingredient, what is the likeness of increasing the flavor? Okay, likeness increasing you are flavor. Okay, and basically what we can do is, as a gameplay, we can do at the end, basically what you can do is check if your flavor like mesh of the ingredients in this recipe. Okay, so let's first start with making an UI, because for this particular game, I think most important thing is making an UI. Okay, most important thing is like creating an UI. So we can drag and drop. Then most important is UI. Then we can be like, what is the likeness to create a result. Okay, at the end, the result from 0 to 100%. Okay, result. So let's start. We need ChatGPT because to write code or to do things. Okay. So what we can start with is start with ingredients. Let's make the whole game UI based. Okay, UI. Let's add canvas. Okay, let's add panel. Let's make it this. Doing this. Okay. You can change these things later on if you can always color, we can just make it white, so this color does not influence this. and remove let's add a panel, main panel, main panel. Let's add another panel. Or we can just add here. Let's add what is it? Let's add first. Let's add subscribe circle. So we cannot add circle. So we need to go here. Let's add set it on the machine. Let's make it 200 or 200. B. Let's change the texture to something so clear. Okay. So let's make it 400 by 400. It's just that like it looks like pot. Let's do 800. Let's do 1000. Let's do 1000. That seems fine. And add it here. Middle, let's okay. Let's duplicate it. Okay. Let's change. It's a little dark. Way again. Right now it's like now it's looking like a bit like pop. Okay. Right. I have to censor this so that we can move all the thing. That seems nice. But let's add another. Means we can add another power units. So that it's behind. We can increase the size of this. Let's look at the squares. Let's make it weight. These are temporary UI elements, so we don't need to worry that much about this one. This thing. Plain. Okay. Let's add another. Let's add another cache. Okay. Let's increase it with height. Down like this. Let's make it grayish. One thing also, we need color palette. Okay? Let's search for color palette. Palette. Four games. This is fine. Cache. Let's add another one. Reduce it. Make it reduce it height so that it's look like a pie. Okay. This is fine for right now. Okay, will be better. Now let's see. This is all simple design. Okay. Let's add one more thing. That will be reduce width, increase it, reduce height. Like this, let's rotate it a little bit. Okay. So make it that's fine. What do you call this? Okay. Let's do the same thing. Let's add an empty. Name it middle section. Middle section. One second. Everything is in middle. Okay. Calculate. Drop. Color this thing and set this in. What else do we need? Now, what we need is buttons. Now we have to add ingredients. The likeness. Another one. Let's see. Just ingredients. Let's add button. Let's put it on the left side. Let's move it somewhere around here. Okay. Use. Let's choose it. Height. Decrease it with 120. 120. Okay. See how it's looking. Once again, down to the that's it. 100. Okay, that's fine. Let's mimic what its text. I get I. Okay. So to the font, so let's see. Okay. So this will be ingredient. What else we can do? Okay, we'll have a list of ingredients. I want it to be able to be scrollable. Okay, so for it to be able to scrollable list of ingredients. What can I do? I think I can add this. Add does this work? So this does not work. Okay. This does not work like the way I thought this should. So what can we do is let's figure it. Let's leave it for later. Okay? Let's try to focus on the game. We can improve it. So today we are trying to make gameplay as close to as possible. Okay. Very ingredients. We can have a create button. Finish button. We'll have finish button. else we can add? What else we can do is we can add description. Yes, kitchen description for the description for the ingredients like sweet, sour, what can we add? We'll add sweet, sour, thyme, that's light sweet. Suitable, suitable for. So time it takes unsuitable for. What kind of, like we can add stats for ingredients. We can add stats for ingredients. Okay. So what else can we do? Let's start with one ingredient, one paper. Let's paste it. So yep, paste it ingredient. Okay. So there was one option here, like drop down. What is this like? Drop down, like these options. Expensive. So we have options like this. So we add buttons, or can we add like ingredients options? Like if you click add ingredients, then option A, B, C, D, E, F, like this one, and this side it will make it will look clean. Okay, once we click we can click it, then animation will start here. It will drop. But if we do this, then I think we cannot add animations. Like if we do this, okay, we can add sprite. Okay, we can add sprites. We can add sprites. Okay, we can add sprites. So that's not an issue. Okay, so let's, instead of doing this, let's try both. Okay, this side we'll do button, and this side we'll do, currently we'll do this option type option. See which one we like. Okay, so let's make it 100 by 100. Nice. Option A, B, C, D, if that's also nice. But options are like this. Option C, but we have added this, but options are still like this. I want options to be also big. So I can press it by 18. The option is we do options. We select the option. You can start at the correct selected option here and add button. Okay, we can do this like instead of like with our options, we'll select the option. That will do nothing. After selecting the option, there will be ingredient. The stat option, start here, start of currently selected ingredients, and at the end there will be add button, and in that add button we can like add things. Okay, we can do that. Let's copy this. Let's paste it. Right. Left for currently. We're doing this one like this. Letter will. Letter will. Let's see what options do we like. So let's see for. Let's add. Okay. Let's call it. It's right. Let's add this. So to the right, and let's add this service. So what do we do? Right side. Else what we need? We need text. Instead of just adding text, we need panel. Inside this, the text should be able for a raw image. So panel, let's add a panel so that let's add a panel. Okay. minutes of description. Okay. Sorry. Let's add this service. Bigger. Before let's add in. 350, right? 600. This looks nice. This looks nice. Let's try this inside. We'll have name of the ingredient. Okay. Name. Then what we'll have? We'll have an image. Okay. We'll have an image. Yeah. This then again we'll have another text. This will be white. Let's say 365. 365. This is fine. Description stats STA stats 7 stats let's see what's the out as it is inside this again. And then what else do we need? We need an button. Add button. Add button. Okay. That will be somewhere down. So it will be button. It's right. Okay. We have one design like this. Another we did for right. Let's do for left. Okay. Right. What can we do this? Left. For left, what can we do? Now we have button. Once we click the button, what should happen? If we click this like so, what is the plan currently? Like if we select this, select the option, the stats here will appear. Okay, for ingredients, the stat will appear. Everything you can add, don't add, add, don't add. There will be one more button, add, don't add. This is simple. This is simple, clean. But if I add buttons, then add buttons and buttons and buttons and buttons. It can be issue. Like if I click this button, what should happen? Another start will appear. And add I think this seems clean. Okay, we'll have ingredients. We'll have ingredients here. Okay, ingredients. We'll have all other list of ingredients here, and we'll have one create button here, finish button here. We'll have cooking time here. Okay, yeah, for ingredients, what we can do is for ingredients, what else we can do is we can stats, and in stats what we can do is minimum, mean time, and max time. Mean time, max time. Max time will be 4 if big what will be left apply option exit. Okay, that will be the gameplay. The game will start. The drawing tablet, it's not working for some reason. So let's this will be the start. Okay, optional. Then after that, user will see recipes. Recipes, okay. Create from scratch. Okay, recipe already created one. And recipe also result. Okay, and fruit also. Okay. Okay, so what can we do? What we do? We can do it. Flame on and off. off button for flame. Temperature control button, okay, on F and temperature control button. So what should we do? I think we don't need recipe here. Let's try to get a basic gameplay using this currently what we have, okay? Because we haven't written even one line of code till now. Let's write some codes, okay? Scripts, okay? So how things are going to be. Options, right? Ingredients, options. We can add options from inside the scripts also, so that's not the problem. Okay. So what we need. What does this visualize? Let's do we need text also time, okay. We need text as a timer. What else do we need? What else do we need? Currently, we need text as a timer. Let's add a few more buttons. Like square button, so on and off, and temperature control button. Okay. So this is straight, simple. Straight into in. Okay. Okay, so let's start. Okay, let's start from the start. This is started. Once you turn on the flame, timer will start. Okay. Once you turn on the flame, the timer will start. And well, before that, even before this step, what we can do is between play, create recipe and create, we can add another. We can add another. We can add another menu. Choose. Ingredients. and we can add choose ingredients option here and cost maybe. Okay, I'm not sure if cost because we are making it like add whatever if you want whatever you want, so we don't need like cost. Maybe. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe we'll see. Okay, but choose ingredients. Like you can add more. You can add more during. Okay, nothing. You can add more during game, but to simplify, you can add small amount of that. Then we can gameplay them. So let's start. What start? Currently, if I do this, I can go through. So we need first thing we need is connect options with problem. Because the name of the ingredients needs to be visible here. Okay? So the first thing I need to do is connect our ingredients list with this. Okay? So what can we do is first we need another folder. Let's create another folder for sure scriptable object. Okay, for scriptable object and there scripts. It is scripts. Okay, there is scripts. Let's see. It is scripts. Okay, let's create one. These ingredients, the rest of the scriptable object. Let's create an ingredient on the scriptable object. In this scriptable object, so that if we create one, we can use it again and again, so that will be easy for us. Okay. So before doing this, let's go back here. Go back here. We have ingredients, description for the ingredients, ingredient likeliness. We will have times cocoa. So we need to simplify all of these things. Okay. Let's divide this into two parts. Okay. For this, for scripts, I will add this setting. References paper. It's Valentine. Simplify this. I just ingredients. What are the things ingredients we have? Text. Let's text. What we have? Image. Okay. Name. Mean time. Meantime. Next time. Repeat descriptions. Meantime. Next step description. Like finish. It's like finish. Let's add these much things for now. Okay? Description. Inside the description, we're going to do taste. Type. Description of taste. Type. Like what taste that ingredient will provide to the recipe. Okay. Then type. I don't know. Type like it is masala, it is vegetable, it is non-veg, like it is meat, it is fish, what it is. Okay. What type of it is. Okay. So and let's add these much things first of all. What else do I need? 0 to 100% is okay. Masalas, time to cook. The meantime and maximum that we will time to cook and what amount added. What amount to add if more than required that it's good. So this should be user intuition. Okay. You cannot add like what amount to add. We can. Okay, next one. Amount. Well, if you click once, what amount it will add. Okay. Once. What we can do is it either VARI variable. Okay. Or by choosing what we do for choosing how much you, but if you do this, how much you need, you cannot like do whatever you want with the recipe. It may be also it may be okay. So let's connect this to this system. So how can we do that? Descriptive object. Let's see an example of descriptive object because I forgot how to like United unities. Objects. Okay. How to like add it to the menu? How can we add create asset? Stores. This is create asset menu. File. Show. So it's different. Object. So, file. What is file? Yeah. Type we make it type data, okay? Because it is data type, like it is data. We are including instead of data. DHA data. So now we can go back. Create scriptable object. Scriptable object, okay? Okay, the file name, okay. That's that. Let's make it OIL. OIL. That's it. Ingredient. Ingredient. Yes. Add that because it will be easy to search like this. Ingredient oil. So, Didi, Didi. Uh, let's add all those things that we needed to directly add. String has ingredient name. Now what else do we need? What else do we need? Name. One second. Sprite. Green sprite. Then now leave them on for print. Mean groups. Let's make a time. That's the time. description. Description. Okay, what else do we need? Inside the description we'll have test and that, and then float. To public like this to give it to this scene here. Just well, currently let's do one still max two this one made description. Still good. Okay. Likeness. Likeness will be interpreted as what ingredient are you adding and what likeness that will be changed accordingly. Okay. So okay, we have let's create two more ingredients. Onion. Then what else do we need? We need chili. And what else do we need? Just garlic. 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 Let's add it. Let's leave it like this right now. Let's just change the name so that we will be able to reflect that. Okay. Garlic. Chili, which I like chili, and onion. Onion. Okay. So now what we can do is we have chili, garlic, onion, everything. Now we need to connect these things to our ingredient like here. For that, let's go to our script, create a folder, name it IMGRIDENTS ingredients. Let's name it. What should we name it? IDENTS ingredients. option. Okay. Options. Ingredient options. Okay. What we are going to do is what we are generally going to do is get access to the both. Okay, let's get access to the both. Our list of, let's create a list. Okay. List of ingredient also, ingredient also. Okay, I created the list. Let's make it. See, so we can add things from outside. So now let's get access to our what do we call this? What is this? Drop down text mix product. If we drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down. It's not. Let's leave it for the this one. Drop down. This needs to be drop down. Ingredient. Ingredients menu. Okay. And on awake, what we will do is let's do something. Drop down Textness Pro. It should be Textness Pro drop down. I think there is some sort of issue. There will be some sort of issue. Let's check it out. To add options to develop the drop down menu from this stable. Okay, legacy and or the new drop. From legacy we can do double not clear. Step down. Drop down. Drop down. That is a option. Okay. Okay, so and start. What we do now is we will clear the drop down. Then list of options. Add options. So out of it and start. And I'll wait. What we do is if we are doing from it's one set, what we are doing from another set, populate. Wait. So the function populate, that's what it is. We drop down menu dot clear options, whatever there is, then drop the drop down menu which this two let's do this. Ingredient first. Not about this. We have ingredient list. Ingredients. Option that add new drop menu drop down that option that up. Okay, copy this and give it so that you understand what it is. Fiction error. What can you do? Assume that ingredient is a field of ingredient name. Okay, it has. So what it is, populate. Okay. I will also think like create a list of options, then add with options. What? Let's do this one. Let's add a list of ingredient names and let's do this one. Option. Then we can do is ingredient names. So let's run this to see if so we have not, oh sorry, we haven't added this script anywhere. So we need to add this script on where we are adding. If we do this, or this, what we can do instead of drop down and awake. Awake we can do is if drop down menu is not null, I'll then do this, otherwise else. Let's do this again. We can add this. This will be set. Okay. Let's see if it is working or not. Sorry, we still need to add options. Let's go to ratio ingredients. Let's add others. Let's get let's select all of these. Let's add that one is not assigned. Get reference. Which is if it is equal to null, then add it. If it is equal to null, then add it. That's why you should not trust whatever the auto-completion gives. Okay, literally now we have ingredient choice. Right now, what we need to do is based on the ingredient chosen, we need to change these properties. Okay. For that, add button description. So we'll create another script. So we create another script. We should create another script. Otherwise, if we do this, add it here, it will complicate things. another street. Let's name it. ID mediums. Yes, right with descriptions. Okay. Now let's add it. What do we need? Name, image, and stats. Currently, we have name, image, and stats. In stats, what we do is we'll take the descriptions from there. Okay. So what we need few things. First thing we need is option menu. Second thing we need is first thing we need is option menu. Get what the top down has selected. Go through the loop again and do that again. That will be like that will create a problem for us. So what is happening right now, like we have already added this ingredients list here. List of ingredients options. If we do again list of ingredients here, we have those things. See what is selected in that option. Yes, this again list of see valuables. Variable field list of ingredient. Okay, let's do this. Now what else do we need? We need text and pro. We need that description. Get description text. We need this. So I'm using text description. We need visualizable field. So these are the things we need. That drop down name sprite some image we don't need sprite friend. What we need is image. We'll add it here. It's image UI element. Image. 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 So now it's so if we select anything, how do we know selected option? One value changed. Okay, one value changed. Where it is, we are going to call this function. So the method is on value change. Void on value. To drop down value change. What do you need to use? Public. Drop down value change. We have drop down. Let's everything. Get list. Value change. Description. Description. Podcast. Analysis. Step one points. String str string. It changed value. So what do we need? One drop down value change. Need to change the name because it will be easy to read. Value change. We call that function. We get a string, but instead of putting here, we can create a script with a list of ingredients. So we have to add those only ones. Okay, so we don't have to add multiple times. I can do that, but let's do that later. Okay, let's simply focus on making this work. So, like this. I need to put Azure properties. List of ingredients. Okay, we added the list of ingredients. Now let's add the list of ingredients and value change. What we want to change? Do what we did here. We go from the list of this. Yeah, okay. So what we will do is check so ingredient in the list of ingredients. Check if this is value this. Okay, that's also fine. Then what we will do is set all of this property. That's fine. This is fine. Well, this is what we need to do. So currently we don't have any sprites added on any of these. So let's add whatever sprites we want. Okay, so this step work. this is not working. Why is it not working? So let's see even if it is being called or not. Let's see. Debug.log value change to value change. I'm not getting the value. We're just saying value change. No value. No value is being. No value is being. To do this, I'm going to do this, we're going to do this. What is this problem? One second. How to go there? See if any change value of the drop down menu. Script. How to go to change value of drop down in Unity scripture. Listen to the drop down value that what I'm doing. So start on value change to listener. Don't need to add to this on the value index. Let's the listener. If you want the actual object, index of text, drop down that option index text instead of int. Let's see if it is giving some int value or not. So we have issue here, right? That we have drop down menu that option. That option. So where is this drop down menu? I'll just show it here, the drop down menu, ingredient list. If you want to know the option index.text. Value dot text. Let's see if this works. Now it's not even being opposite. Again, we need to set up this. Set up this. Zero. Okay, so this is not also working. It's not working. So this is not working for some reason. Instead I got list. Use drop down index private. If I do this, I need to create an change value active listener. Add listener. Changed this. Use this. I'm just trying to remove this. So, this paste it here. Let's see if this. I think I need to do that active listener thing. Well, it changed. It is less than 0 for time. List of ingredient. List. Change below that next element. We have got index element. Then we can add all of these things. But the problem is it's not even being called. Because it give input issue. It's not giving any integer value. It's giving 0 all the time. Important comment, this works, this only works if the drop down is populated in the same order as what you have. That I know that I get it. Stream, yeah, if order might change, say for conception of dictionary. So we can do this later, but let's see. Let's first check. Why is this? This is being called, but we are not getting. We are just getting jail every time. So now I'm going for a lunch. After the lunch, I'll come back and try to fix this problem. Okay. So I'll come in half an hour or half an hour. We'll start doing this again. Okay. I think this. Can I like stop this stream? Then we'll start it again. Okay. That's it. Second, what can I do?